Hello, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block. This is Jeff, and today is part 2 of building the Lego Millennium Falcon Ultimate Collector Series. It is set number 10179, and yesterday I'd referenced the fact that I wasn't quite sure when it came up, so I went ahead and looked it up. It came out in 2007, which is about what I thought. Alright, well, so far we've built this part of the structure, which is just the framework, and we've started on one piece that goes on the back here that ends up being a little bit of a decorative piece, or I don't want to call it decorative, but a little bit of a decorative piece, or I don't want to call it decorative, but detailed. So let me go ahead. I apologize because I only have one screen, so I'm gonna miss some of the comments. I will be flipping back and forth. I'll do the best I can to keep up with comments, but please keep in mind that I cannot see the comments all the time like I normally can. So there will be a delayed response. Let me go ahead and flip over to instructions here and get that going. And let's see. Well, let's talk about weather. It is hot here. And I can't have the air conditioner running while I'm on here, so I know you can't see how uncomfortable I am, but I will state I am uncomfortable because it is warm here. So anyway, as soon as this is done, I'm going to fire that thing back up. Alright. I just got to get to the right page here. Okay, looks like, yep, I'm here. Alright, so let's go. Yep, I did that. Okay, here we are. Alright. And good morning, Greg. How you doing? It's good to see you, my friend. All right. So yeah, this again, just as a reminder, I have mentioned this before, that this here is going to be part of the Ultimate Collector Series, or I don't want to say that. I should say the Star Wars Death Star MOC, the Docking Bay 327 to be exact, is what it's going to be. And yes, I do have pieces on order, about $300 worth. So as soon as those come in, I'll be able to do some more of the Mills Plates bottom. And I've been going online and looking at different things, whether they're Lego instructions, other people's builds of this, and I've been gleaning ideas for what I want to do. Some of them I'll admit, some of the stuff I'm going to copy directly, and other stuff I'm going to just get inspiration from. But by the time I'm done, I don't think anybody is going to be able to say, hey, I built that exactly before, because I'm going to try to make it as unique as possible. And Greg, you say you're doing good. That's awesome, man. So I take it you're off work today? Because if I remember right, your Friday and Saturday is really Saturday. Yeah, your Saturday and Sunday is really Sunday and Monday, if I remember right. But I could be wrong, man. I don't got the world's best memory, and I'd be the first to admit it. All right, so we got this. So I went to the family party yesterday, and I was able to see my nephew and his family, and boy, his kids have grown. His oldest is like 10 now. I remember when she was just a baby. My goodness. Time flies even when you're not having fun. But the thing is, I am having fun. So, let's see. What else is there? Oh, the roller coaster. It's supposed to be in tomorrow, according to tracking information I could find online. And if that turns out to be true, then I will alternate the builds here. I will do one night of this, and the next night will be the roller coaster until I'm done with both. That's what I'll do, because I want to get them both done. So if it comes in tomorrow, it'll be the roller coaster tomorrow night live stream. If it doesn't, then I'll just continue with this. So who knows? I might even do two, because it's going to be kind of hard to last minute to decide on doing this here, because I don't really have much of a choice when it comes to this. Let's see. I think I did something wrong here, because this is not. Oh, no, I did not. Okay. and I'm sorry, I do realize I do go back and watch some of my stuff sometimes, my live streams, and I realize that sometimes I don't finish my sentences, and I apologize when I do that. But I'm not good at thinking on my feet, especially when there's a little bit of stress involved. And yeah, I'll be honest, doing this is a little stressful for me. I'm not used to this. Even though I've done quite a few live streams, I'm still quite nervous sometimes, just to be honest. Okay, see, now we're starting to get some detail that's going to be on the outside of it. And I also like how they did the dark red here, because that gives you the kind of the rust color of it, and I think that's pretty cool. And let's see what we got here. And you're right, my weekend is okay. Yeah, all right, cool. I did remember. And it's Greg, I hope you understand it's not me not being personal or anything. It's the fact that I got so many things bouncing up in this brain of mine. I'm surprised it can hold all of it. And good morning, Mrs. Chip. How you doing? All right, so time for the next step. So yeah, I had a beautiful time yesterday. Went down to see family, and also went to the grocery store while I was down there, and went to Home Depot. It's kind of required because I live so far out that I can't make trips down there very often, and when I do, I've got to make the most of them. So yesterday I did stop, and I did get some things at both Home Depot, and we have a store called Winco here. It's kind of like Winn-Dixie and other places, and Piggly Wiggly. I always gotta say that one. That's one of my favorite stores, just because the unusual name to it. But it's just a little grocery store, and well, it's a big grocery store, but got cheaper prices. Some places have food for less, that kind of thing. Aldi's. It's kind of like one of those stores. Okay, make sure I get this right. And what do I do here? Do I really do that? Is that really what needs to happen? Okay, well, that's what the instructions say, so I can't argue with it, right? Let's see some comments. I'm doing good, Mrs. Chip. You know, overall things are going well. I really can't complain. Since moving out to the country, I really enjoy it, and just no complaints about like the lifestyle. I love the fact that just, you know, for the most part, people leave you alone out here, and I love the land. I loved having the chickens, even though I gotta admit I do think chickens are some of the dumbest animals that exist, but sure like the fresh eggs they produce. I'll give you that. So yeah, you know, I do like it out here. I really do. And Greg, what do I think about the Camaro? I think the Camaro, I think it looks pretty cool. As you know, I own several of those types of models, like Dom's Charger and the Bugatti, and let's see, what are some other ones I own? The Ferrari, the Ghostbusters car. I own quite a few of those, and I'll be honest with you, I like those. I think they're cool. They are pricey. They are hard to collect because of the price, but you know what? They are awesome. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to get it, to be honest, because I'm so knee-deep in doing this project for my Lego lug that I'm a part of, that I don't know if I'm going to be able to. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won't have the funds. And then before I knew that was coming out, I bought the roller coasters, and that right there used up a lot of funds, as you can imagine. So I don't think I'll be getting it, but I'm not a hater. I think it's awesome. And you know, if I get surprised somehow by an increase in Bricklink sales, I'm not against getting it, and I probably will, because I mean, heck, I've already got so many of the other ones. I don't see why not. And I like to have a full collection if I can. On this one, I won't, because I can't afford the Lamborghini. I think that one's like $400, isn't it? If I remember right. It's expensive anyway. You know. So, wow. So why is this look wrong? Oh, because I'm looking at it wrong. That's why. Of course. All right. So what we're going to be able to do today is on this live stream, we're going to be able to get to as far as the landing gear. We won't be able to finish the landing gear because I couldn't find all the pieces. I mean, I was talking to Mrs. Chip after the show yesterday. Excuse me. And this particular build is a challenge for me because I've already built it before, and so all the pieces, as you can imagine, are not in their original bags. So I had them in gallon-sized bags, and this particular thing took up 8 gallon-sized bags. And the only thing I could do was just dump them all on a big table, and then just do my best to find the pieces. And that's why I'm having so much trouble finding the pieces. Now, it is true that the more I build this, the easier it's getting because there's less and less pieces, but there's still a lot of pieces over there. So I imagine this one's going to be a doozy, and it so far has lived up to my imagination. It's been a doozy. All right. But regardless of the challenges that this is presenting, I must say I really like this build. This was one of my favorite sets when it came out, just because, well, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so yes. And oh, hey Cliff, how you doing? It's good to see you, man. And it was fun to be part of your live stream. If you don't know, Click and Cliff has his own channel, and it's called Click and Cliff. And Cliff and I do some live streams together. It's kind of sporadic, but you know, I'm known to frequent his show and tell the same dumb jokes I tell here over there. And anyway, Cliff's a good guy, and if you're looking for more Lego content, please head over to his channel and you know, give him a thumbs up or a subscribe if you would. So, and like I said, I'm kind of flipping between the comments and the thing here, the instructions, so apologize. And hello, John. And almost forgot about the stream. You paid off your work. That's awesome, man. And do you have the remake of it? Yes, I do. I have both, Greg. And, you know, yeah, I've got both. I decided to go with this one because I think this one is closer to how the Millennium Falcon looked like in A New Hope. And because I'm doing the Docking Bay 327 MOC, that's the reason I picked this one. I'm actually thinking, because I have a ton, and I mean a ton, of Tatooine sets where, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but that's the planet that Luke Skywalker grew up on. I have a ton of those sets. I've toyed with the idea of, in the future, now this is going to be far off, but making a second MOC of Tatooine, Mos Eisley, and that kind of stuff, and having the Millennium Falcon either in the docking bay or somewhat in the air taking off. I thought about doing that as a second MOC because the way that our club works is that sometimes we have trains displayed and sometimes we don't. And so I really need to have 2 different layouts, one that can support trains and one that doesn't, and something that's easy to transport. And with Tatooine not having any tall buildings and that kind of stuff, I think it's a good thing to do. So anyway, time will tell how much time I have and whether I'm really going to be able to do it. But that's just something I'm kind of kicking around. I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think that would be pretty cool to do like a Tatooine thing with the other the other Millennium Falcon busting out, or the shootout? I could do a shootout with stormtroopers instead of it busting out. And yeah, this is a huge set. Getting these pieces is just anyway. I'll get to it, and I'll get it done nicely eventually. And as far as music tastes, I just wonder, one of my favorite groups from middle school, high school, has got to be Bon Jovi. And I admit that here lately, when I been in my truck driving around, especially those longer distances like yesterday, I just kind of hit the Bon Jovi thing and let YouTube algorithm do its thing and play a bunch of Bon Jovi songs and not touch it, and just kind of be pleasantly surprised on what comes up. I'd like to hear what your music tastes were in high school and middle school, and if you've got a group that you like your Bon Jovi is to me, Okay, now the fun part. We get attached this bird. All right, so instructions are kind of goofy. They're hard to see, I should say. So let's go ahead and throw this bad boy on there, though. Ooh. Oh, okay, I see. All right, so yesterday I alluded to the fact that I'm having trouble with the previous owners in the shed or the shop that I really wanted for the Legos, and that is true. I am. The only thing is, because it's an ongoing legal issue, I really can't say too much more about how it's going. I really wished I could give you guys frequent updates on that, but I'm not going to be able to. But I do promise that once everything is over, I will do a video on what happened and give you guys a miniature breakdown, and that is not working out. Something is not attaching, so I must have missed a step. So let me. No, I did not. Then why is it not? It's not attaching there, and it looks like it should. Okay, well, and I can't see that part here. So okay, I guess not. I'm just gonna. I'll leave it. Okay, so what we kind of did here was we attached the bottom portion here. Again, I don't know how much you can see because the camera delays, but we've got a little bit of a rust color there, and I like that. All right, let's go ahead and set this aside and do the next little section here. Flip over to comments here. You'll be cleaning up for you yesterday. Yeah, Metallica. Yeah, you know what? Unforgiven. That's a good one. I like there. And Sandman. That's yeah. And John says I'm ordering my pressure washer and the Lego DeLorean before all prices go up. Yeah, that's a good idea, John. Legos and their increase in prices have not got me happy. I mean, I already spent enough on it, and I'm kind of, I mean, I know. A lot of companies are raising prices these days because of economic conditions, but it's just getting it to the point where I'm going to have to make some tough decisions here, and what I'm willing to buy and what I really can't afford and can't afford. I'm going to have to make some of those decisions, and I've kind of had to do that right now already with the house. There are some repairs that need to be done to this house, and there's just some of them that I just can't do right now, and so I had to make a tough decision, looking at what needs to be done, and just say, okay, this is what I think I can reasonably afford, and this is what I think I can't afford. So yeah, it's getting to be that way, and I please don't take that to be political. I'm not saying anything about the Biden administration, good or bad. I'm just talking about the way things are. But by the way, like I said yesterday, if anybody ever wants to talk politics, catch me in my personal life, and I'd be happy to. I just won't discuss it here on the channel because I don't like the way YouTube treats people that doesn't agree with their opinions. And I don't want to be. I'm not even monetized, but I don't want to have that possibility taken away from me just because I say something that someone doesn't agree with. So anyway, enough about that. I'll just keep building right now. So yeah, we're building a little compartment here that goes on the side, and it's kind of like part of the underside as well, just like we already did. And that's kind of the theme of what we're building. And then we will go to the landing gear, and I did not have enough time to lay out pieces for the landing gear. So we will get right up to the landing gear, but we will not do the landing gear today. And like I was saying earlier, if the roller coaster comes in, the roller coaster will be tomorrow. If it doesn't, it's going to be another episode of the Millennium Falcon. So you're going to see a funny title. I'm going to schedule a live stream right now, or after this one, and it's going to be a little funny because it's going to say something like the set number for the roller coaster or the Millennium Falcon here with a question mark. And if it comes in tomorrow, like I said, we'll do that one. And I'm really looking forward to the roller coaster because it's going to fit in that city MOC of mine really, really nice. I've got so many others, the carousel, and I've got the other roller coaster. Actually, I got both carousels. I've got the mixer truck. I can't remember what else I have. Hopefully Mrs. Chip can help me out because I never remember what I have. That's kind of sad. I'll be honest with you. I've called my kids from the store a couple of times. Hey, do I already have this one? It kind of looks like this. Can you check it out real quick? And my kids just laugh at me, but they do check it out. And I'm sure glad my kids humor me because there's been quite a few times that I would have bought a set I already had. So, but no, I have quite a bit of amusement park style stuff now. Okay, let me. Oh, no! Don't attach yet, buddy. Okay, this is like these instructions here. I gotta be 1,000% honest here. These instructions leave a lot for wanting. They don't really show it that well, and that's kind of a problem because I can't just willy-nilly stick stuff on here. Okay, but that's correct. All right, so see, we put another like kind of bottom piece, and they left a hole here. I can't remember what this is for. The escape pod. I thought the escape pod was over here. Oh well, we'll find out. And let's see what we got here. A way of comments. How are the chickens? Yeah. Chickens are doing wonderful, to be honest. They're getting so dang big. And I got 2 adult hens, and then I've got, I want to say they're 5 or 6 week old chickens. And they're getting nice in size. I do got one hen who's not playing nice with others, and so I'm gonna have to make a decision here shortly whether I'm gonna try to chance putting her with the other ones or just making a chicken dinner out of her. Most likely she's gonna become a chicken dinner. I just can't. You go through so much putting these guys together that and keeping them alive that the last thing you want is some mean old hen that just can't get along with them and mess everything up for you. Okay, something's wrong here. I'm gonna have to take a look at this here. Yeah, John, I'm not the only content creator. There are plenty of us out there, and Cliff is one of them that I personally approve of and like, and I grabbed the wrong piece when I was building this, so I'm gonna have to disappear over there just for a second and grab that. And I thought about borrowing a page out of Cliff's book. Cliff has done a mini series on his channel of other YouTubers that he supports, and I thought about doing that because there are other YouTubers that I like, and I would like to help them out because most of them are like me. They're smaller channels, just starting out, maybe a year or two old, not that big. And there's a couple that aren't. There's a couple that are large channels that I really like as well, that have like 20, 30,000 subscribers, which for Lego that's a big, that's big, but I understand that for other content creators that's chump change. They get 25,000 new subscribers in an hour, but for some of us that are not, that's an impressive accomplishment. So let's keep going here. And I hope you guys are seeing everything okay. If you're not, please drop me a line and let me know that you're not seeing me build this, or whatever the case might be. Okay. Okay, so I lost my connection for a second. That's nice. But anyway, the instructions aren't really clear where this goes. So, and it's kind of weird because the other one, you know what? I don't think I'm done. I think I messed that up. I did. Pardon me. Let me finish this. Got so exciting talking about stuff, I forget stuff. So let me connect this up. That would have been a disaster. And that would have been embarrassing too. Alright. Okay, so now I know I have it done. And now I know that I can throw this bad boy on there. Okay, so like the other one, it went right here. I just hope that's right, because that's going to be messy taking that off and replacing it if I have to. Anyway, so we've got a lot of the bottom on here. And for some reason, these don't want to stay on, which I don't understand. It's not like anybody really messed with them. Okay, well, let's move on to the next section. And I do apologize. Like I said, I can't really see the comments very well because of one screen. But, and how's Enzo? Enzo's doing great. Oh, hey, man. Ghost Green Man, that is funny. You know something, man? I was talking about you yesterday on yesterday's stream, and I made the comment that I had not seen you for a while. So that's pretty awesome to see, bud. How you been? How's Germany? Yeah, I've been doing pretty well. I haven't been on here because I moved. I moved about 100 U.S. miles, which I forget what that is in kilometers. Although I've lived in Germany, I don't remember. Well, let me think about that. If you're going 100 kilometers an hour, that's 60 miles. So what did I move? About 150 kilometers? I guess I mean that's just a rough calculation in my head. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, yeah, I moved and got myself a little bit smaller of a place, but I think the place is better because it's got 3 acres of land and it's got a big old shop and stuff. So I mean, I definitely think it's a better place. Okay, so I'm going to leave the Millennium Falcon up here on the table, and the reason I'm going to do that is because now we're dealing with a bunch of little spots here, like little decorative pieces that's got some detail. So I'm going to throw this back up here and try. Well, I don't know. I said I was going to keep it up here, but now that I put it up here, I don't really got room for it. Okay, so let's move this here. And yeah, it is getting, I know I've already mentioned this, but the longer that air conditioner's off, the hotter it's getting up in here. Because that sun has made it over the mountain now, and it's just beating down on this rooftop right behind me. So, that's one of the joys of not having a new house. But I'm not complaining. I do like this place, comparatively speaking. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, the connection went out for a little bit. It's a stinking thing. I got one of your video notifications, so I checked out. That's awesome, dude. Thanks. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, this hopefully this thing stays connected. I don't know. Sometimes it's OBS. That's the program, the software I use so I can use 2 cameras. But sometimes it goes out, and sometimes it's usually YouTube that actually goes out, though. YouTube's pretty unreliable, to be honest. It's been pretty good here lately. When I lived in the other house, my goodness, it used to go out all the time, and it used to be very frustrating. But since I've moved here, I haven't noticed the same problems. It hasn't been too bad. But this small town that I'm in, they have fiber optic, so there's no satellite, so the clouds don't get in the way and that kind of stuff. So it's actually pretty nice that we've got great internet out here, even though it is so dang remote. So here we go. We've got 2 decorative parts here, and we're going to be doing more here. Okay, so yeah, we got to do another. We got to do another one here. So 3. And you know, I failed to mention this, and I'm sorry, John. I should give John a plug as well. John, he's got Instagram. I don't know if they call them pages. I'm not terribly too good with other things. I only know a couple things like Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. I'm kind of the older crowd when it comes to social media. However, I should mention that John does have I guess they call it channels. I don't know what they call them there. But he's got a thing for his dog Rue, and he does post regular videos. So if you like animal videos, John, I don't know what your page is, and I don't have a link to it, but if you want to put a link in the description, John, you are more than welcome to. And please check it out if you got a minute, if you like that kind of stuff. A lot of people like animal videos, and I have watched a couple of Rue. Rue is a cute dog, got a lot of little personality in that little thing, and keeps John hopping. So yeah, if you like it, if you like that kind of stuff, please head over there. And I know my wife's watched, Mrs. Chip has watched a couple of videos. And I know she always gets a kick out of them too. So all right, so I gotta find out. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that. I gotta find out where this one piece goes. It doesn't really. God, that's the one thing about these instructions. They're not that great. Like, I've got this piece here, and it tells me clearly in the box up there it belongs on here, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Not even an arrow, nothing that tells you that this is where it belongs. Oh, there it goes. Wow, that was just. I would have never found that. Okay. Let's do some seats. Okay, we got this. Oh, let's go down a little bit. Okay. So this goes here. So what's going on with Germany? Anything new there? I actually, a nephew of mine who's in the U.S. military, there's talk of moving him to Ramstein Air Force Base, which I've been to Ramstein. I've been there a few times when I've lived there in Germany, so I'm familiar with it. Anyway, I just wondered if anything new is going on there. All right, guys, this was a kind of a shorter stream, but this is all the time that I had to lay out pieces. So here we are. And I don't have like a bag. Oh, there we go. There's John put in there. Okay. Yeah, the DeLorean. Yeah, I do want the DeLorean, but with all the projects I got going on, I don't think I'm going to be able to. And hello there. I don't know what that name is. I'm sorry. It looks like, I'm going to guess Korean, but it could be Japanese or Chinese. And I'm sorry, not meaning to be offensive, but hello. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, this is all the pieces that I have here. So I'm going to stop here. What I am going to do off camera is I am going to build a landing gear, because this would be really nice to have the landing gear on here. It makes it easier to store, and because the roller coaster might be coming in tomorrow, I'd like to have this thing ready to go, like to be stored somewhere else nicely. So like I said, if the roller coaster comes in, that'll be tomorrow night's live stream, and if it's not, then we're going to continue this. So either way, there will be a live stream tomorrow night, just not sure what it is, and we're just going to go ahead and alternate between the two when it does come in until it's done. Roller coaster, I don't think it's going to take but maybe 3 live streams, maybe 4, but we'll get it in there. And I hope you guys enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment below, and turn on all notifications. If you do need some pieces for your mods and mocks, please head to my store on Bricklink. There is a link in the description. It's called the Chip Off the Old Block. And wait, are you thinking of space military stuff? No, I wasn't. But I'm always open to all kinds of things, especially when it comes to Lego. So, all right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on my next one.